Humans have always lived on Earth for millions of years. We have reached the moon less than 50 years ago, although we haven't really populated it. But when will we start living on Mars? I mean, do we really need to set up a colony? It would require hundreds of billions of dollars of investment, artificial life supporting environments, and also the surface gravity of Mars is less than half of that of the Earth's. This would cause muscle loss and bone defects to the humans living there. You can't even move freely in Mars without a spacesuit. Humans would die within a minute in the almost vacuum. When Earth and Mars are far apart, there is a communication blackout of almost a month. Besides, the average surface temperature of Mars is minus 40 degrees Celsius. It's very cold. And even if you survive all these, the solar UV radiation on Mars will certainly give you cancer. But on the other hand, Mars closely resembles the Earth more than any other planet or moon in the entire solar system. And contrary to popular belief, Earth isn't the only planet with water. Mars has enough water in its polar ice caps to submerge the entire planet with water 11 meters deep. Its day seasons are almost equal to ours, and sunlight on some parts of Mars would resemble a moderately cloudy day on Earth. That's not bad, huh? Well, even if all that is solved, there is always the problem of growing food on Mars due to inadequate sunlight and no soil. And perhaps most importantly, settling on Mars would require an enormous upfront investment. One of the reasons why we haven't started already. There is a long-term solution to make Mars habitable. It's called terraforming. Mars exists just on the outside of the Goldilocks zone, the region of the solar system where life can exist. With current technology, it is impossible to give Mars the magnetosphere like Earth has. However, scientists have generated a modest 200-meter magnetic bubble. This magnetic bubble can be used to protect spacecraft, garden areas, or even residential areas. NASA's 2020 rover will carry an electrolysis experiment to extract oxygen from carbon dioxide, which is the dominant gas in the Martian atmosphere. But keeping Mars warm would require a large-scale trigger of the greenhouse effect, which, keeping Mars' atmosphere in mind, would be very challenging. Let's talk about setting up a province for humans underground. There are structures known as lava tubes in Mars. These are underground spaces formed by, you guessed it, lava. Building living quarters underground would completely minimize the residents' exposure to extreme radiation and temperature. We can also control the temperature there for humans to be without spacesuits. Mars One is a not-for-profit organization based in the Netherlands that proposes to send humans to Mars and establish a permanent human colony there by 2025. However, experts think that they lack the financing and the technology to do so. It has been frequently postponed and run into financial issues. However, Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, plans to send humans as colonizers in the mid-2020s using his famous Mars Colonial Transporter. All this is very exciting, so when do we start? Unfortunately, not even a single country's government is serious about setting up a colony on Mars. Elon Musk put his estimate of the mission at around $36 billion. Let's be generous and blow that amount to $400 billion. That seems pretty expensive. But when you think about it, wars from the past decade have cost us more than 20 times more. This is so overwhelming. Less than 700 years ago, majority of humans didn't even know that there are more than 3 continents on Earth. And now, a colony on Mars seems inevitable. Now is a great time to ask questions, a great time to explore, a great time to be alive really. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.